just for little kids. We make these movies for adults, for teens, for boys and girls. I mean, you're making such a big film on, with large budgets like this, they really have to appeal to everyone. And what happened was we were in this movie, we were on about a 2-year schedule to make this. We were about halfway through our production, and we were looking at what we had for a film. We had, by this time we had the story up quite a few times, and it was turning into a movie that was really about Flynn Rider and Rapunzel. I mean, the movie doesn't work without Flynn Rider. The movie doesn't work without Rapunzel. It's a duo. One of the things is we looked at Toy Story and we said, it'd be weird if they called that movie Buzz Lightyear, because it's about Buzz and Woody. And and our film is still very much about Rapunzel. I mean, she's a huge driving force in the movie, but we didn't think honestly, it doesn't sell the movie correctly if it's just called Rapunzel. And at the same time, we went through a list. There was like 300 names that we kind of pouring through, trying to figure out, well, what's the best title? What best represents this movie that we're making? And there were things on the list that, we've heard the thing about trying to get boys in the theater before, and it's not about that, because there was things on some of the names on the list was like The Adventures of Flynn Rider. I mean, we could have went that way, and then that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if we're making films just for boys, we're not doing our job. If we're making films just for girls, we're not doing our job. And I think what Nathan and I liked about the idea of changing the title was that it gave us the opportunity to say that this is something you're not expecting. The movie had taken on a different kind of life that we expected very early on, and it had become something kind of new and quirky and different, and I think more fresh than we originally imagined. And that title just kept coming back. So when we went to the company and said we want to change the title to Tangled, it was great because they were supportive, and they were it was a huge deal because there's merchandise involved, there's a whole